Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Lee's class. Today we're going to solve ratio problems using different strategy to compare ratios. So before we start, I'm going to explain cross multiplication. Okay everyone, when we have 3/5 a fraction, can you tell me an equivalent fraction of 3/5? We can simply make an equivalent fraction by multiplying 2. Is that right? Then what do we get? 6/10. Right? And we can find more. So 3 times, if you multiply 3, then you get 9/15. So we can just keep multiplying the same number, both top and bottom, to get an equivalent fraction, right? So I want you to look at those two fractions, 3/5 and 6/10. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply diagonally 3 times 10 and 5 times 6. So everyone, what's 3 times 10? That is 30. Then what is 5 times 6, everyone? That is 30. Is that right? So when you multiply diagonally like this, 3 times 10, that is same as 5 times 6. That is called cross multiplication. All right? All right. Then let's use other fractions. We know that when you multiply 3 here, you get 9 and 15. Is that right? So let's do cross multiplication using 9/15. 3 times 15. What is it, everyone? 3 times 15 is 45. And what about 5 times 9? 5 times 9 is 45. Alright? So when we use a different fraction, we can still do cross multiplication. 3 times 15 is same as 5 times 9. Okay, so remember this. Okay, look at the warm-up question. Electricity cost 11.58 cents for 2 kilowatt hour. So here, 2 kilowatt hour. How much does 30 kilowatt cost? So we want to know how many cents we need to pay for 30 kilowatt hour. So everyone, when you have kilowatt hour in the bottom, you should have 30 kilowatt hour in the bottom, right? And we've decided to put the cost on the top here, all right? Okay, let this be X. And when you use X, I want you to define your X. X is the cost for 30 kilowatt hour. Okay? So we have two fractions. And now we can use cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. Alright, everyone? So 11.58 times 30 is 2 times X. Alright, let's use a calculator to find 11.58 times 30. That is 347.4. Equals 2x, 2 times x. So to find x, we have to divide both sides by 2. So let's divide both sides by 2. Then x will be, so let's use your calculator. So divided by 2 is 173.7. And because x is the cost in centimeter, in cents, so that is 173.7 cents. This is the answer. All right? Okay. So everyone remember, cross multiplication is, so you can just multiply 2 times 13, and that should be same as 10 times x. And to find x, so multiplication is hiding here. To find x, you have to divide both sides by 10. So divide by 10, divided by 10. Then 26 divided by 10 is 2.6. So therefore, x is 2.6. All right? Okay, let's practice cross multiplication. Find the value of each variable. Here, 5 to x. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to a fraction. So 5 over x. So the second number goes to the bottom. Same thing. 40 over 56. The second number goes to the bottom. And cross multiplication. So 5 times 56 is 40 times x. So use your calculator. 5 times 56, that's 280. 280 is 40 times x. So you're going to divide both sides by 40. Then x will be 7. So if you cannot do mental math, you can just use your calculator. 280 divided by 40, that is 7. All right? Next question. So I want you to pause the video and try this question by yourself. And we're going to go over it after. Go ahead, everyone. All right, have you guys tried it? So 49 to 35. 49 over 35 equals 14 over n. So change the ratio to a fraction like this. And let's do cross multiplication. So we know 49 times n is 35 times 14. And use your calculator. So 35 times 14 is 490. 49n is 490. You divide both sides by 49 to find n. Then n is 490 divided by 49, which is 10. All right. So we learned how to use cross multiplication. And we can use this technique to find answer of ratio problems like this. In a recycle drive last week at JO, grade 8 class collected bottles and recycled some of them. The ratio of bottles recycled to bottles collected was 3 to 4. 3 to 4. So this is recycled. This is the bottle collected. So this week, the class collected 24 bottles. So Miss Lee told the student that the ratio of the bottles recycled to bottle collected is the same as the ratio the preceding week. Okay, so this is the number of bottle recycled. And this is collected. And we collected 24 bottles. So we don't know how many bottles were recycled yet, but we know that 24 bottles collected. So the number of bottles collected in the second number, we have to put 24 in the same location, the second number place here. Okay, so this is in the second number place, and we have to put this number in the second number place like this, right? So collected 3 to 4, the ratio is 3 to 4, and we're going to find the number of bottle recycled. Okay, so we're going to let this number be x. So as I said, every time you use x, you have to define your x. X is the number of bottles recycled. All right? Okay. Now we have all the information, 3 to 4, x to 24. So we can just use cross multiplication, 3 to 4, x to 24. So diagonal. Okay, so then 4 times x is 3 times 24. So let's do 3 times 24 using your calculator. That is 72. And 72 divided by 4, that is 18. So x is 18. So 18 bottles recycled. Okay, so there is actually easier way to solve this problem. So everyone, we know recycled to collected is 3 to 4. And we know this is the same ratio as this one. So I want you to take a look at this. So 4 became 24. To make 4 to 24, what number do we have to multiply? Times it by 6. Is that right? And we do the same thing for 3. If you multiply 6, you get 18. 3 times 6 is 18. So we get the same number here, same answer. So this is another way of solving this kind of problem. So when number is complicated, you cannot use this method. So when numbers are complicated, it's better to use cross multiplication. All right, everyone? Okay, let's move to the next question. Example 3. This is a picture of a father and his daughter. In the picture, the father's height 8 centimeter. Father is 8 centimeter. And the daughter is 6 centimeter. Father's actual height is 1.8 meter. What is the actual height of his daughter? Okay, father and daughter, 8 to 6. And so this is the father, and this is the daughter, 8 to 6. And the father is 1.8 meter, and we want to know what daughter's height is. Again, everyone, 8 is a father, and it's in the first place. It's in the first number, so you have to put 1.8 meter in the first place here. Okay? All right. Let's use cross multiplication. 8 over 6 is 1.8 over x. Okay, 8 times x is 6 times 1.8. Okay, let's use your calculator. 6 times 1.8 is 10.8. Okay, 8x is 10.8. Now we're going to divide both sides by 8. X equals 10.8 divided by 8. That is 1.35. Okay, therefore, the daughter's height is 1.35. Oh, I forgot to define x. So you have to define your x. All the time you use x. Daughter's height. Okay, so x is 1.35 meter. Can you have solved the problem without converting to centimeter? Explain. So we actually did not match the unit. So 8 is actually centimeter and 6 is in centimeter, right? So we just use 8 centimeter to 6 centimeter, and here we used meter. So do you know the reason why we didn't convert 8 and 6 centimeter to a meter? 8 centimeter is actually 0.08 meter, and 6 centimeter is 0.06 meter, right? But we did not convert it because it's a ratio. Even if we use 0.08 meter, 0.06 meter, the simplest ratio will be just 8 to 6. Okay, so in this case, you do not have to convert centimeter to meter. If you want to convert meter to centimeter, you can just convert it at the last step. The daughter is 1.35 meter. The height of the daughter is 1.35 meter. And if you convert it to centimeter, what do you get? So we know 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So that will be 135 centimeter. Alright? So you can just simply say, it says explain. So 8 centimeter to 6 centimeter is the same as 0.08 meter to 0.06 meter. So regardless what unit you use, you get the same ratio. Therefore, we do not have to convert centimeter to meter. Alright, everyone. So that is it for today's lesson. So now I want you to start doing your homework. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.